What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Just got to put this out here, man. So, Cassidy and Goodz. Disaster said Cassidy and Goodz, he don't think that battle gonna go as planned. He believed Cassidy is going to sabotage this battle. He believed that Cassidy, if he's in a position where he lose, how Cassidy roll, he is going to do something mess up that this battle will not go through as a result of him protecting his brand. Avocado testified that during the Cassidy and Disaster battle, Cassidy came to the battle with a whole lot of people. A lot of people was even put in the crowd, according to Disaster, to heckle and be positioned in case something go wrong. The purpose of why I'm saying this is, in my interview I did with the transgender dude, he spoke on some of his inside sources on two levels that I'm going to talk about. If y'all ain't see that interview. He said he know for a fact that Goodz is going to bring the transgender out on stage against Cassidy, what a lot of people suspected in battle rap that he possibly might do. Cassidy said in some way he don't really care about that, and though he got a rebuttal for it. Right. I don't think a rebuttal is going to be effective enough if Goodz bring out your accuser on that stage in front of you, which makes me believe this battle may not go down all 3 rounds if this were to happen. I'm just keeping it 100. I believe if Goodz bring that transgender out there, somebody, if not Cassidy, but from Cassidy camp, who know what they there for, may do something out of pocket. I'm just keeping it 100. Unless he in Goodz corner, the transgender in Goodz corner, and he step out a little bit and say something, then go back in where he protected, but just coming right out and be right close in front while this man, people right here, I don't know. If you're going to do it, Goodz, you got to be very creative on how you're going to do this and land this. Now, if Goodz do that, I believe this battle is a slam dunk over on Cassidy. And this is why. It's not only him bringing the transgender out on Cassidy. It's how he's going to structure it. And you know he's very creative on how he structure and put things together. He ain't going to be sloppy by far at all. And while Cassidy is doing all this super jacking and talking, Goodz is masterminding behind the scenes. He wanted to bring that one dude to the battle who popped off on Gems. You remember that? Remember he did the video with him just before the battle, sat there with him? You think Goodz finna leave this just hanging out like this and not gonna capitalize off of it? As bad as Cassidy been talking about him, trying to shame him that hard? And do you believe if Goodz go to that extent to bring the tranny on stage, to expose Cassidy before the whole battle rap world, do you think Goodz's daughter is really off limits to a person like Cassidy? Who cocky, arrogant, don't care? Mostly everybody in his circle, he ain't bringing no battle rap fans in his circle. He's smarter than that. He know exactly what he's doing. His whole entourage ain't gonna be nothing but people who riders and don't care about the clout chasing at all. At all. This battle becoming more interesting as it goes. It makes a lot of sense on both ends. On both ends. If what's being said is actually true, and like I said, according to the transgender dude, he know the dude. He know the other tranny. He know from inside sources. He know people, they know. He in that circle where he know it's happening. This could be crazy. This could be crazy. This might go left, y'all. This might go left. I think Goodz probably need to save it to the third round. However you got to craft it, save it for the third round. Get the first two out the way. Get the first two out the way. Do your thing. Just like what Disaster did in the Mav Hoffa battle. When Mav killed him them first two rounds, the battle was over. The third round was overkill. Overkill. Disaster only response to save face. The fight did away with the battle. The fight did away with the battle. The fight overshadowed the battle. That people forgot Mav was burning him. Nasty burning him. The fight overshadowed that whole thing. Nobody don't even care about the fight. In fact, they talking about a rematch to something he got bodied in. The rematch? A rematch is only for a battle that was close. Debatable. The battle was basically already over. I think this is going to be the same thing. Move. I think this is going to be the same thing. I think this battle going to come down. Cassidy on there. And Goodz just going to hit him with the room shaker. What he going to do? What he going to do when dude's sitting right there in his face? And then put him on blast. Told about everything. Put up the screenshots. Showing them. What he going to do? The whole battle rap community watching. People outside of battle rap watching. The only thing you can do, now the pride in you rise up. And the only thing you think you can do to hide your shame is pop off. So you won't look as bad. Because now you got a transgender shaming you before a room full of men. Before a room full of men. And you putting on this image of being a rider, a gangster, killers all in your circle, and y'all don't play that. I don't see no way, if that happens, Cassidy and them team let that slide. I don't see it at all. I don't see it at all. The only way this happens like this is what I just said. Goodz save it for the third round and bring him out at like almost the end, but he still got to be somewhere close by your circle. You can't bring him up by them. I'm just keeping it 100. And you got to make sure Debo on stage, Beasley on stage. Yeah. You got to make sure they there. So, this battle finna go down sometime in April. This battle truth, man, what y'all think about this? If Goodz, sources are saying, I don't know how true this is, sources are saying allegedly that Goodz will be bringing the tranny out on stage. This was an inside exclusive from what was said in one of my interviews, man. Now, this Battle Truth, it ain't my judgment that's in question, it's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.